The title of my speech is When Good People Unite, Nigeria Wins. When good people unite, Nigeria wins. But the summary of what I have here is this. I will read for so that the press can pick this. I welcome our brothers and sisters from PDP, Labour and others into the new ADC. This is not about what divides us. No. It's a bold movement to rescue Nigeria, to rescue Nigeria's democracy. At a time when our people face hardship and despair, we must rise above partisanship and rebuild our nation with transparency, internal democracy, and inclusion for youth and women. Today marks a new beginning, which is proof that when good people unite, the best will surely come out of it. Summary of what I have here. I want to read this piece now. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this very important event in the political evolution of our nation. I must therefore thank the leaders of our great party, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, for the kind invitation to this event, all of you. And I will pause here to speak flavor of Dr. Okinkelu. Yes, PDP owns him now. But himself and some people here were with us at the beginning of this process in 1989. We are the new called Primrose Den.
Yes.
And what we did in Lagos is still unbeatable. But we defeated the establishment here. Again called us. He was there with CP, Emmanuel Odino, Ayidesele, and several others. I was there. My subsequent then was the young. That's a story for another time. Okinkelu is not a new person to me. You in PDP, yes, you appropriate him now, but he has been with me since 1989. We are gathered here to welcome dignitaries and political heavyweights from the People's Democratic Party, the Labour Party, and others to our Progressive Party, ADC. On the 15th of December, 1983, Papa Obasanjo of blessed memory addressed the 6th Annual Congress of the Unity Party of Nigeria in Abeokuta. This was sequel to the deeply flawed and farcical election of August 1983, which returned Shehu Shagari as president for the second time. In his memorable speech, he said, and I'm quoting him, binary compounds of thesis and antithesis, which may be evolutionary or revolutionary, in which, whether we like it or not, all human beings are inescapably involved, so on and so on. When the war is over, listen to this very well, because it's apt now and appropriate. When all is said and done, I'm reading it. When the war is over, only the best of us will be accommodated in the synthesis, with the best in antithesis in complete dominance. And of course, Allah said this day, December 1983, is manifesting in ADC today. Clap for yourself. Loaded in this profound statement and drawing from the Hegelian notion of dialectics is the unavoidable truth that the existing political order, which is the thesis, will be confronted by the antithesis and will bring an end to it. A new order will therefore emerge as a synthesis. The American novelist Harold Robbins titled one of his books, Dreams Die First. The PDP, APC, LP, and others started very, very well. You can't fault them. Whatever it is that they had in their mind as their manifesto of principles, they did well. PDP emerged from the group of patriots and political leaders who boldly confronted the military government of General Sani Abacha and successfully formed the post-military civilian revolution in 1999. APC was a progressive dream meant to bring the government back to the people and run a people-centered administration. But the party in the past 2 years is anything but what we set out to achieve with it. APC has become just a party by name. It is by fact now a facade for the worst authoritarian, personalist rulership system. But the dreams of these parties died along the line, all of them. Either consciously or unconsciously, their dreams have died, leading inexorably to their death too. As we can see today, only the carcass of the parties remain. There will be pretenses there and there. So some of them are almost buried. Some are still walking, but they are dead. PDP struggled hard to consolidate democracy, but its internal contradictions and the inability of its leaders, especially those in government, to grasp the basic truth that political leadership is held in trust, led to its loss of power, which led to its explosion and current challenges. APC, it appears, will have even a shorter shelf life than PDP, because the same malice that bedeviled the PDP have multiplied in it and without any mitigation. But I'm happy that some of us have emerged from the ashes of the ruins of APC and PDP to chart a new and different course for the nation. Course, you can correct that, it's course, it's course. Yes. C-O-U-R-S-E. Course for the nation. It is a long journey. One of our leaders in Reverend said that tell no lies, claim no easy victory. It will be a long and tough journey, but I see victory at the end of it. However, we have taken the first step in the right direction. I promise you all, we'll be part of this process. As we can see, APC is demonstrating the Samson complex by trying to pull down the nation on its head as its last act of political savagery. Nigeria is bleeding and the people are groaning, but the APC government is feasting. That's the Samson complex. Nigeria is bleeding, the people are groaning, but the APC government is what? Feasting. The question on everyone's lips is whether Nigeria will survive the 4 years of this administration. That's the question. Inshallah, Nigeria will survive. All across the nation, the spectre of insecurity looms large as sundry criminals lay siege on the people, making economic and social activities nearly impossible. As people now live in mortal fear of threats to their life and property. They even use death threats to intimidate us. Government threatening citizens that they will kill you. Medical services and especially drugs have become so exorbitant that a lot of sick folks are now waiting to die, except the people who comes their way from somewhere. The cost of living is so high that starvation is literally stalking the land. Those who are a little bit comfortable are being drowned by requests for assistance from the needy in our society. We have the lessons of history to learn, and we must not take it for granted. We have the lessons of history to learn, and we must not take it for granted. The people are the center of politics. People are the center of politics and the government. Any politics, any government that refuses to focus on the people as its major responsibility is a failure. Yes. Any government, whether democratic, autocratic, military, authoritarian, monarchy, spiritual, any form of government at all, theocracy, or by whatever definition that does not make the welfare of the people and their well-being the basis of governance will soon lose relevance and die. There is a limit to which people can be squeezed and prove what something eventually gives. This is why our mission is urgent. Our intervention has become absolutely necessary. We must act down to save the nation. And why must we save Nigeria? I will not read that. Why is it important, compulsory, and mandatory to save Nigeria? In the first instance, Nigeria deserves our intervention to save on its own, because when you are talking about over 200 million people, brotherless, there is a nightmare for the continent. That's not the only reason why we must save Nigeria. The most important reason why we must save Nigeria is that Nigeria is the nucleus of the 1.4 billion people in Africa. Nigeria will define what becomes of Africa in the next 20 years. Nigeria refuses to be what it should be historically, and the defined destiny. The black man is lost in the world, and the black man must not be lost. For the sake of the black man, we must save Nigeria. A political party exists to serve as the vehicle for giving the people access to political power. This is a sacred mission, and whenever any ruling party detracts from it, it leads to dire consequences. More than anything, I've been encouraged by the enthusiasm of politicians and people across the divides and from all walks of life who are trooping into this party, ADC. But we must know that it is not going to be business as usual. We must avoid the pitfalls of APC and PDP and start on a new note. We are going to place people at the center and make the party largely representative of their distribution. For the first time in our history, we are going to have a party that will beat the party. I want to repeat that line. For the first time in the history of Nigeria, we are going to have a party that will be the party. Nobody will own this party. Nobody will own this party. It's going to have a collective and a collective leadership. It's going to be built around the best of political party tradition. And we are working to make it an institution ultimately. We are going to place the people at the center and make our party largely representatives of their contribution. Our party constitution, listen well, because I heard I heard him talking about youth. This is their party. No party has ever, by the current constitution of the ADC, which we must improve upon. We have 35% representation for each woman and youth. This party provides 35% affirmative provision for women, 35% affirmative provision for youth separately. But since they overlap, let me be clear so that the elderly The other ones will not feel threatened. When you have 35 plus 35, it's 70. So you're not the one to kill up police. So, it's not like that. The 35 will overlap. Among the women, you have youth. Among the youth, you have women. So we are talking about an average of 50. Is it good?
Yes.
50% of the party's elective and appointing offices will go to women and youth. Minimum 50%. But since they overlap, and some women will be youth and some youth will be women, their teacher will not make it less than 50%. And more. This unquestionably makes all the party of the youth and women. This is the first time in the history of our nation that the party will come out boldly and say that this is what it represents. We know that the energy of the party, the strength of the party, the vision of the party are essentially those of the youth. And the women give us that calm approach to all, calm, reflective, and deep approach to all issues on women. When you combine the dynamism of the youth with the calmness of the women, what do you have? Absolute success and victory. Clap for yourself. Màá kọ́ nísìn díẹ̀. Ẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bà mí. Ẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bà mí o. Ohun tó bá ti pinnu lọ́kàn rẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó lè dá dúró. Kò sẹ́dá